Good morning, everybody, or good evening, whichever it is for you. Happy Monday. Hey, Carolyn, I see you. Hey, Candace, I see you. The rest of you, I see that you are here. I'm so excited to have such a beautiful Monday, to get to be together, no matter what the weather is like, no matter what time of day it really is for you. We can rejoice in this time together. And so remember, we are the gratefulness gang. And so again, I always want to say, don't make that cliche, even though it can seem cliche sometimes when I keep saying it, but I keep saying it because I want us to keep thinking about it, because what we think about, we become. What we think about, we talk about. What we think about and we talk about, we begin to experience. And so if I just keep saying, I'm grateful, and I create a picture and an experience around it. Hey, I love Monday meditations with you guys. So every time I might be having a rough moment, I might say, you know what? Every Monday there is somebody on here with me, and I'm grateful, which means there are people who want to experience Jesus in their hearts. And that is what I'm passionate about. So, on those hard days, in those hard times when my kids are looking at me like I've grown a second head because I'm like, are you so excited about what's happening in the Word of God? Have you just really? And they look at me like, Mom, what is wrong with you? They're still in their 20s. I remember being in my 20s, and so I'm going to keep telling them about it. But when I get where I might get overwhelmed because they aren't buying into what I'm saying, I remember you guys. I remember that every Monday I have people that by choice are right here saying, I want to experience Jesus in my heart. I'm tired of it being just my intellect. I'm tired of just trying to fix things by changing it. So, gratefulness, gang. I am grateful for you. And that made me smile this morning, thinking about this time together, asking the Lord, what should we talk about? And I got really excited because He's taken me back to one of my favorites, the 23rd Psalm. If you've known me for about 3 seconds, you've heard me talk about the 23rd Psalm, or 2 Peter 1:3. I have all things to pertain to life and godliness. I go both those places a lot because to me, they reveal the heart of God. So, guys, today we're going to read out of the 23rd Psalm. It's already been coming alive this morning. And so I want to read to you and just see what the Holy Spirit does in our time together in meditation. But I thank you guys for being here. We're here every Monday. These are always recorded. They are put up on my YouTube page. And I will tell you that they're always titled now and kind of have a little write up. So thank you for AI for doing that. Oh, Carolyn, you're so sweet. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I love, love, love being here. I love seeing your faces. I love seeing your names. I love knowing that you're here wanting to be with Jesus. So let's get to the Jesus moment. How about that? So the 23rd Psalm, I'm going to read from the Passion Translation. I know that's such a surprise to you guys. The Lord is my best friend and my shepherd. And when when you read that, you almost can get, if you're not careful, you almost can get like, Jesus is my best friend. So like, we think about how we treat best friends and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm telling you, He is somebody that is your best friend. He has your best interests at heart. He loves you with an everlasting love, but He's also the one who wants to lead you, not in a way that would ever bring pain, but in a way that would only bring peace. And so it says, I always have more than enough. He offers a resting place for me in His luxurious love. And remember, if you weren't with us a few weeks ago when we did a meditation and we went into His heart where we saw He had a room prepared for us, this is what I think of when I read this. He offers a resting place for me in His luxurious love. That's a place of rest. His tracks take me to an oasis of peace, the quiet brook of bliss. That's where He restores and revives my life. Do you realize that He wants to take you somewhere where He is restoring and He is reviving your life? Do you recognize that who He is that He wants you to see that he is interested in making your life better than it could ever be. That's who he is by his nature. He opens before me pathways to God's pleasure and leads me along in his footsteps of righteousness. And when you think about that, footsteps of righteousness, you think about what the shepherd does with his sheep when he's taking them up a mountain. They're going in a circular path. And it may seem like you're not going anywhere, but you are actually going up. Well, that's the picture that when he says he leads me along in his footsteps of righteousness, righteousness is as I should be in Jesus. So he's leading us along in this circular way. Everything that I have pain in my heart about, it's always going to be a circular pattern to bring me back to a place where I recognize my righteousness in him, so that I can bring honor to his name. Isn't that an amazing thought? I get to bring honor to his name. I get to be the one in the world today that as I walk the path of righteousness, as I choose to accept his opinion about me, as I allow him to restore and revive my life, then you know what? I am bringing honor to his name. And I got to get going because I'm trying to get to verse 6 and I'm only in verse 3. And we have a meditation to do. So it says, Lord, even when your path takes me through the valley of deepest darkness, fear will never conquer me, for you already have. You remain close to me, and you lead me through it all the way. Your authority is my strength and my peace. Your authority that you've given to me. Realize we have the authority, but it was his that he gave to us. That's our strength and our peace. So we're not trying to work it up. We're just trying to yield to what he's already given us. So he says, the comfort of your love takes away my fear. I'll never be lonely, for you are near. You become my delicious feast, even when my enemies dare to fight. You anoint me with the fragrance of your Holy Spirit. You give me all I can drink of you until my heart overflows. That's how we be the goodness of God in the land of the living today, is as we drink, it fills us up so much that we overflow. See, we think we're looking for solutions to our problems, and if that would work, I feel like all of us would have found them, because we have enough podcasts, enough ministers, books we've read, all that stuff. We have enough if just finding a solution, but the solution is actually drinking enough of him that it's what overflows into every area of my life. So here's the result as I drink to the point that it overflows, as I drink to the point that it's beyond what I can even put into words. So why would I fear the future? For your goodness and your love pursue me all the days of my life. And so this morning I was talking to some people, and I was talking about that verse where your goodness and your tender love, they pursue me all the days of my life. And so I went and looked up those two words just to remind myself. And that word goodness, my Bible just fell. That word goodness in the Hebrew, it's actually the word tav. And what that word goodness means is it means beneficial, beautiful, and life-giving. All of the benefits of God, all of the beauty of God, everything that's life-giving, everything that's in alignment with how God always meant for it to be. That's what's chasing me down. So God's original intention for life, his design, his beauty, his wholeness. Who doesn't want to be whole in Jesus? His wholeness is actively coming toward me because it says his goodness. So when you think of that word goodness, maybe just think of his wholeness is coming, actively coming toward me. You know, if you were standing in the road and a car was driving towards you, you would know it was actively coming towards you, and you would make a decision. I'm either going to stand here and I'm going to get hit, or I'm going to get out of the road. Well, his goodness is like that car, and it's actively coming towards you. It's not parked a mile away saying, if you come to me, you'll experience it. If you'll just walk your mile. No, he's saying, oh, I'm actively after you. I'm actively. So when we read that in the 23rd Psalm where it says his goodness is following me all the days of my life, is one version. It is actively coming toward me. And that word mercy, or in the Passion, it says your tender love. It actually does mean loving kindness. It does mean steadfast love. But let me add this to it. It is a covenant love that does not let go. When we're talking about his tender love, we're talking about a love that just wraps itself around you and it does not let go because God has bound himself to us in his love. So when you read his goodness and his mercy or his goodness and his tender love are coming after me, you're getting a picture now of his wholeness coming after you. It is chasing after you. It is pursuing you. It's actively coming for you. But also his mercy, his tender love, this covenant where he says, I have joined myself and I'm not going to let go. Now, you may not experience me because you've got other things, voices that are louder. You may not experience me because you're not recognizing how much there is going on between you and me, but I have bound myself to you. And so those two words just came alive to me again. And I know there's a part of us sometimes that we're like, we need new stuff, Jennifer. We need new stuff. And I'm like, let's go back to the 23rd Psalm, or let's go back to First Peter, or let's go back to one of my favorites. I am just telling you, the beauty of this is coming through your testimonies as you're experiencing pictures that come alive in your heart. That's what we're after on Monday meditations. I want pictures alive in your heart. So as we close our eyes today and we make the decision, I choose right now. I choose to be with you, Jesus. I choose to come into my secret place. I choose to let go of every other thought, every other feeling, every other thing that would draw me away. I let go of it right now, Jesus. I just let it go. I let it go and I choose in this moment to slow my breathing down. I make an intentional choice to breathe very slowly in through my nose and out through my mouth. And I make those breaths as deep as I possibly can. And I breathe out as slowly as I can. Because I'm choosing. I'm making an intention to experience Jesus. I will meet Jesus. Not just thinking about him. I'm making a choice. I relax. I sit quietly, calmly, and I let myself begin to just imagine. I imagine the place that I choose to go today as my secret place. And I imagine it in a way where I begin to see the beauty of this place, the joy I have in being here because of the things I see, because I remember they were created with me in mind. So no matter where I am, whether it's outside or inside, a favorite childhood home, a favorite room in my house now, a favorite vacation spot, or a completely made up spot. Whichever it is, I know As I look around at the things that I see, I know that it was created for me. The sounds that I hear, they just bring me to a place where I love this. I love this moment so much. And I notice the things that I might touch or smell. And because I'm combining all of what I see and what I hear and the tactile experience of what I could touch or smell, then it creates an experience for me, a picture for me that comes alive. Because I'm here. Any thoughts that would distract me, like this is a fake, this isn't real, or even just thoughts of what I need to do today, what I need to get done, what I'm going to be doing after, all of those thoughts, I let them go. I don't even get distracted by the distraction. I just let it go and I come right back to the place where I'm being and I'm at rest and I feel loved as I look around at all of this. And I'm standing here and there's a feeling that I have. And I turn and look to the side. And there Jesus is, already here. And as he embraces me today, there is a newness to how this feels. Because I've already been pondering his goodness and his tender love, his wholeness. So as he embraces me, I feel his wholeness. He's not worried about finances. He's not concerned about his health. He's not trying to make all of the right decisions in a situation. He's not trying to fix things. He's just whole because he knows his identity. And as he embraces me, I experience it too. I experience that goodness as he holds me and everything in me begins to come into alignment with God's original intent. I know that I'm loved, just like Adam and Eve walked in the garden in the cool of the day. In this moment, in my secret place, I have those feelings. It's like his wholeness. If I even in my secret place, if I even move, it's like his wholeness is just wrapped around me and it goes with me. It's almost like a magnet. That's the best way I can say what I'm seeing. It's almost like a magnet where when I move somewhere, his wholeness goes with me. And I'm not trying to take it along. He's just walking with me. And that wholeness is who I am. Because his goodness is pursuing me. And so I watch myself in my secret place. I almost get kind of silly and I see myself kind of trying to get away from Jesus for a minute, just playing like a child would. This game of chase, but everywhere I go, his wholeness is just still wrapped around me and in me. And I throw my head back and I laugh, and he laughs. And then I think of his mercy, his tender love, his covenant love. And just like I just saw, it's so connected to me that I can't even disconnect it. And we go for a walk together. And it doesn't matter where we go. I feel that overwhelming wholeness just pursuing me, inviting me to accept it. I am whole. Your own heart, I just want you to begin to, I am whole in Jesus. Just begin to say that in your own heart. I am whole in you, Jesus. I am whole in you. I am exactly who you say that I am. I am whole in you. And your love, well, it's like taking a deep drink of water because it refreshes me. But it's so much a part of me that I can't even disconnect it. I can't even see where it doesn't affect me. Your love is like, it's almost like an invisible shield that's over me and in me and through me. It runs through my veins. I see right now, I'm watching his love as it's flowing through my veins, as my heart beats. It's his love. I am whole in you, Jesus. I am loved. Just give yourself a minute to just keep repeating that. I'm whole in you, Jesus, and I am loved. I am whole in you, Jesus, and I am loved. And that's what I take into this week. I am whole in you, Jesus, and I am loved. Now I'm going to count to 5, and we'll open our eyes together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that moment, remember, write down the things that came alive to you. Write them down. You don't want to forget them. I will tell you, one of the moments for me was when we threw our heads back and laughed because I was trying to play the game of I'll get away from this wholeness. I'll get away from, believing that this is true, really true about me because I've got all these issues, Jesus. Don't you know? Don't you know I've got a sign with all of my issues that I could show you, and I'm like a little girl. I'm just playing, I'm just moving around, and everywhere I go he's right back there. And I when I realized and we laughed, an experience happened for me. I'll never read that word, goodness and tender love. I'll never read those words again without a picture that's a brand new picture. And so I hope that you got a picture today. That's what this is about. If you didn't, take mine for now. It's up for grabs because sometimes we need somebody else's picture. That's why I share them sometimes. Take it, use it, let Jesus show you. Because I'm going to tell you something. Jesus wants us to have fun. We make this too hard. We make this too overwhelming. Jesus wants us to have fun. And so I hope one of the things that happens sometimes is that you experience the fun in Jesus. And so today, I hope you got a picture of his goodness and his mercy or his tender love. Whatever. I keep going back to your goodness and mercy. They follow me all the days of my life. That must be like the New King James or the King James or something because I've read it my whole life. But I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part. And I hope that you take something into this week. If nothing else, just see Jesus laughing with you. And we will be back together again next week, experiencing something new. And please continue to send me your testimonies. They are so, so helpful. They are so, so helpful. Such a blessing to me. Every time I read them, they make me smile. And so thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.